Yeah, good morning, fellow gamers. It is I once again, SHAREfactory back with another Destiny 2 video. As you can tell from the title, I was fortunate enough to pick up this auto rifle in the blind world last night. It is a CERBERUS+1. I've been searching for this particular weapon for a long time, and I was finally able to get it. And I won't say I was disappointed, but it's not exactly what it's cracked up to be. But without further ado, let's just get into these perks. As you can see, it's 360 rounds per minute, 31 in the magazine. Trait is spread shot package. Aiming this weapon reduces spread of its projectiles. It has a few barrels that, full bore. You have fluted barrel, and of course we have rifle barrel, which is supposed to increase range. But you have four-headed dog eccentric trait, shoots erratic bullets from all gun barrels at the same time. This perk in particular, I didn't really like. I thought that it would be so much stronger just due to the fact that you're shooting bullets out of every barrel at the same time. Uh, Other people might say different. You have some people that say that this is a god weapon. I'm just gonna go on record and say no. That's just not the case. It doesn't mean that you can't get kills with this weapon. Uh, as you can see, look at the damage. If you're hitting crit, you see it's 35 right there. I don't know exactly how much it would be if you were to hit a guardian hitting crit, but for the most part, this weapon is pretty good with bosses because it's constantly allowing you to do damage. It's not a real damage dealer as far as like immediate damage, but over time the damage does accumulate. But you have to hit crits, and when you're dealing with bosses that are moving around, it's kind of hard to do that. For the most part, you're going to be body shot mania, but it is a good weapon as far as like again, I'm just gonna say like this: if you happen to come up on this weapon, just keep it, even if it's just out of the for the simple fact that you just like exotics and you like collecting exotics. But for the most part, I won't say this weapon is anywhere close to being a god weapon. Like I said, in different hands, it might be a lot different, but for the most part, it is not finna make the meta. It will be one of those auto rifles that some people go in with just to either test yourself or just, cosmetic wise, just for people to see that you got the weapon and, hit, oh, this guy got the CERBERUS+1, you're lucky until they actually get the weapon and find out that it's just not really strong. The rate of fire is just really slow. It reminds me of the Cyril's regime. Without the focus fire, it just doesn't hit as hard. Now, post rifles, I mean, auto rifles at this pace, that shoot like this, I expect them to be a lot stronger, but this one in particular is not. So, and I'm not sure if the traits will ever change, but as far as I know, it's the same, the barrels, everything. But as you can see, if you push in a crowd, you can get a lot of kills. If anything, you'll get an assist, or you allow your teammate to get an assist, because just the simple fact that it shoots so many bullets at once. But I'm gonna tell you straight out, if you get in a gunfight with this weapon, you're going to want to keep it up close and personal. It is basically like a shotgun, and you're going to use it as such. You basically don't want to push with this weapon, and that's what I tend to do. I like to push like all the time, and that's probably why I die a lot, or get a lot of exchanges. I might get a double or a triple kill every once in a while. I might even go on a rampage, but for the most part with this weapon, it's not going to happen. If you can see just how long it takes to kill most guardians, I don't know if it's due to the resilience, but up close, it doesn't really matter about your resilience. It will perform as if you're using a shotgun. It's just the way the bullets hit is focused like up close. But long range engagements, yeah, you're gonna want to steer clear away from them, because you will see in most clips. I mean, I'll just say like this: if you're dealing with people that really don't know how to shoot, then you might win a lot of long range engagements. But if you're dealing with players that are like the top tier, and some of them that are just really sweaty, not necessarily top tier, but just really sweaty, you're gonna lose, because in most engagements the shotgun will rule up close. But and in this meta, which really is no meta, most people are pushing in the crucible with a shotgun. So you're going to keep your engagements somewhat to mid-range, and keep a backup, because relying on this weapon in particular to give you all your kills, you're going to be sadly mistaken. But like I said, this is not to you know uh take anything away from this weapon. I'm saying it is a good weapon, but it is situational. And in most engagements, as you can see right there, look how long it takes to kill the guy if you're not hitting crit. And I think that crit was 27, which is not strong at all. If you're dealing with somebody that has max resilience, which most people are not running max resilience, then you might have a good time, you know. But if you're dealing with somebody that is rocking high resilience, look at in this situation, he was getting melted. I thought he was going to shoulder charge me. You can kill people with this weapon. It is not a god weapon by far, but you can kill people with this weapon. But like I said, if you're dealing at long range engagements, if you're using this weapon for long range engagements, you will be sadly mistaken. In most gunfights, you will lose if the guy knows how to shoot. But if he doesn't know how to shoot, then like I said, you will have no problem with this weapon. It is very good, like I said. And hopefully, you know, you happen to come up on this weapon, try it yourself, and then, you know, tell me what you think of this weapon. But for me, I will use it in the Crucible again, but is it my go-to weapon? No. Right now, pulse rifles are like really strong. Some auto rifles are really strong. Every weapon pretty much is in a good place. And if you're dealing with the Trust hand cannon, which is a 180, yeah, you're gonna have problems, especially if the guy knows how to shoot. Which most 180s you can hit the body and it'll gradually climb up to the head and hit the crit anyway. So uh, I'm not gonna keep you long. I'm just gonna let the rest of the gameplay roll out, and you can pretty much come to your own conclusion about this weapon. But like I said, if you pick it up, it is a very fun weapon, and hopefully you enjoy yourself in the Crucible. Oh yeah, as you know, the XP is triple, I think, or double this week. So you know, for all the people that's trying to get Luna's Howl, man, get in there and get it, man. I plan on going for it, and if you don't have Forsaken and you're trying to play Gambit, this is like the best time. It will be over tomorrow. So, yeah, get in there and do that. And on that note, I will let you go. My name is Sire the Risen. Please like and subscribe. And let's grow together. And I'm out. Lades.
Victory is all I ask. Good. You showed no remorse. That's how you should be on a battlefield.